When you come back, we're just gonna start.
Yeah, yeah, I'm back.
All right. Okay. 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 So, if you guys don't know, Eddie, basically known as Gotti Gator on Twitter, he is a stock trader. I like his how he moves on Twitter. I like everything he posts because he posts everything that's information wise towards anybody that doesn't know about stocks that wants to learn. So he helps others, and I love him. So if you can introduce yourself, Eddie, and we'll go from there.
Hi, my name is Edison, but everybody knows me as Eddie. From Connecticut. Born in Haiti, but raised in Connecticut. Um,
Oh, Haitian. Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
I'm also Haitian myself. That's why I said that. Yeah. So what got you into trading?
All right. So what got me into trading was basically at first it was like I started investing because I study accounting.
You
But
study accounting.
like
Okay.
when you doing accounting, basically they just teach us like the fundamental analysis, but not nothing about stocks until like 2020. I think somebody on Twitter, I'm not gonna mention their name, but they had like a Discord, and I joined the Discord because I just wanted to learn more about stocks and investment,
Alrighty.
and, and I just got introduced to option trading, and I was like, oh damn, like what is that? How's everybody getting that much return in one day? Like that's not possible because usually, they tell you like, oh, you're probably gonna get returns, but usually it's like 10% a year. But seeing people was getting like 100% a day, like two, even 1,000% a day, I was like, oh wow, let me learn more about this because this can definitely be like an extra income. Yeah, that's how I got into trading.
Funny story. So, are you a full time trader or you just do it like part time?
So I do it part time, because I work from home. So therefore, like I wouldn't say I'm a full time trader, but mostly I trade every morning. But I'm not like a full time. I do have like a 9 to 5, but I work from home. So therefore, it gives me the ability to like trade every morning.
Okay, great, great to listen. Cause when I got when I got started into the stock market, I believe it was 2020 when GME spiked to the roof, and I seen everybody making so much gains on TikTok. So I was pulled into the Wall Street's bet side of the stock market. So I started losing money, and then you know how that goes when you start. You see everybody say buy this stock, and it's gonna go 1,000%. So I was at first I did that, and then that's when I transitioned from losing money to learning what stock really was. So learning what stock
Okay.
really was and finding a system that works. So that's the whole point of, like, you know what I'm saying, finding a system that works, because that can bring you on year after year returns, etc., etc. So that's how I got started. I didn't know if you wanted to know that, but I got started into the stonks part of trading. So um great question. So that's your side. That is multiple incomes is great. So that's good that you have two sorts of incomes, and you're killing the game, man. Eddie,
Yeah, I'm
you're
trying. I'm trying, man.
man,
I'm
you're
just
killing the.
trying.
I'm seeing you do so much, and you have set rules, and that's what trading is about. It's about setting rules and following them. So I see you
Yes.
every day. Discipline, discipline, discipline. So I love that about you, man. I love that about you, Eddie. I see you're a hard worker. You always post things that's informational for like other people. So if you guys are new and you guys are on Twitter, make sure to go follow Gotti Gator. That's Eddie's Twitter. Make sure to go follow that. So another question is, what was your hardest challenge with trading?
So my hardest challenge with trading was basically reading, like learning how to read the stock chart. Um, that's like that was one thing when I first started. I was like, this is like really hard for me to understand. Like because I would be biased and think like the stock would go up, and it's just completely the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. And that was really hard for me to understand. I was like, damn, I can't really figure this thing out until I think I ran into, I think Ray. I'm not sure if you know him. Ray on Twitter had put me on the strat, and then when I learned about the strat, I was like, oh, okay, now I kind of understand what's going on. But yeah,
All right.
reading the chart was like one of my biggest challenge for me when I first started. Like I really, it it was really hard for me to like understand what's going on with the stock.
Alrighty. So you're talking about Ray Uchiha?
Yes, that's like shout out to him. That's my
Yeah,
boy right
yep,
there.
yep, yep. That's my boy too. We was actually talking. He was gonna start his own thing. We I don't even know if he wants me to say that out loud, but what he was gonna start his own thing. I told him if he ever need me to hit me up. But yeah, Ray Uchiha. Yeah, that's one of the he's a great man. He's taught a lot of people, and I love what he do. I love what everybody does that helps people who are just getting into the stock market to not blow their earnings and go 100% down. You know what I'm saying? And understanding charts was really a hard part for me as well. Before I found the strat, I didn't know what these bars were doing. I just see them go up, down, up, down. So finding out why the stock is doing that and why the stock is, you know what I'm saying, going inside bar to the out, you know what I'm saying, finding out why the stock is doing that is so easy. It makes it easier on the mind, right? Because it's all a mind game. The whole stock market is a mind game. If you don't know, you got to, you know what I'm saying, it's really a mind game. You get the knowledge and you train your mind to lose this percent and win this percent. So you know what I'm saying? It's a mind game. Um, Another question: how do you feel when you're trading, emotional wise?
All right, so me trying to it's still a thing I'm working on right now, like trying to master my emotions because sometimes like when I let my emotion get in control, I tend to make like I don't make the best decisions when it comes to trading. So emotionally, I try to like trade like a robot. As yeah, I've heard plenty of people say that before. Like just trade like a robot. Don't have any type of emotion. Like if the stock hits your stop loss, just get out of it. But it's easier said than done because like when you actual like you in an actual trade and the stock probably run up a quick for like a quick minute and you're up like 10-15%, and you like, all right, this can go further, and they start reversing on you. That's when emotions start kicking in. Like now you thinking like, okay, like should I just hold a little bit longer? Is it gonna reverse back going to the upside, or should I just like see what's gonna happen, or should I just get out right now? I'm still learning how to manage my emotion. With the fact that I created my own system, and I think it's one thing that everybody should do, like have their own system. When you have a system in
Yes,
place,
I
it
agree.
takes the emotions. It does take the emotions out of it. And it's something I recently learning. Having my own system helps me take the emotions out of it. Another thing I always keep saying in the back of my head: if the stock don't do what I expect it to do, I can always get back in if it reverse.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I always keep saying that to my head, like in the back of my head, like just so that I know if it don't let because sometimes you see a reversal happen and you think, "Oh, okay, it's just like a pullback, but it's actual reversal, and you get emotions like I'm gonna keep holding because it's gonna keep going back, back, and it never goes back up. Especially when you trade an option, like these reversals can like a 10% in a quick second can turn into like a 60% loss. You know
60%
what I'm saying?
loss.
You know, 60,
Yeah,
seventy
that
percent
is true. So having a system in place is really, really essential, right? So you was telling me the next question is, what is your strategy for like just so if anybody can mimic it and try to, you feel me, master it, that would be like a great help. You was telling me about the 9 EMA, basically from the 9 SMA. So tell me about your strategy.
So I learned the 9 SMA from you. I think I found about your Twitter last year in October. That's when I saw you on Twitter. And I was looking at your YouTube channel and I seen how you broke it down, how like you the 9 SMA. Like if the stock stays on top of the SMA, you can stay on the trade. As long as it doesn't break the SMA, you can continue to stay on the trade. Because
Love
sometimes
it.
like the stock will pull back, right? It'll pull back and bounce off the SMA and continue to keep going. And at first I was like, oh, that's I never really thought of it that way. So I just thought go back. I went back and started back testing. And I'm looking at okay, so when the stock is on top of the SMA, it continue to go, especially if you have time frame continuity, like you're looking at all the
Full
time
time
frames,
frame continuity, baby. Yep.
definitely gives you like it makes you feel comfortable to stay on the trade rather than just like trying to get out and panic. So I was looking at it, kept back testing. I was like, okay, so the stock really when it stay on top of the 90 EMA, it can continue to grow. So if I was looking for something, say I was in a trade, I was looking to get 20%. But if I reach my 20% level and it's still on top of the 9 SMA, I'll stay on it. I won't even bother. Like, okay, well, let's see how far this thing can go because I'm already in profit and it's on top of the SMA. I have an exit. So if it breaks the 9 SMA, I'm just gonna get out of it. So once I did that the first time, I think I did that with NIO and I had like a 170% return. I was like, no way, this is not real.
I'm
Like
telling you, it is a great system. Like it gives you literally four things, and that's what the I love the strat, but you know what I'm saying? The strat gives you price entry and it shows you two tools which can trick your mind sometimes because you'll see a two down and a reversal up. So I was like, let me find a system that I went through like so many systems and I found a 9 SMA. Now when I back tested it, like you were saying, you was like, hold on, this looks like it works. Let me try it, right? So when I back tested it, right, it was so insane because every time you would see an entry when it gets above the SMA, you'll be like, okay, it's a 2-2 continuation. But once it breaks below, that's your exit. You're cutting because every time it breaks the SMA, it falls below. So the support is when it's on top. When it's right in the SMA, that's the support system. The resistance is literally it breaking the line, right? It breaks the line, no resistance going to the downside. So I love that you talk about that and how these can actually give you great returns instead of, you know what I'm saying, a 2-2 continuation and you get falsely, you know what I'm saying, scared from a two down because it's on top of the SMA and you will see a two down, but you'll see a little bounce. And the bounces are the best because you will see them give you great returns. And sorry to cut you off, but I just had to say that. So
also
you was
another thing
talking
that
about Neo
SMA
and how you got 100 and something return.
I got 177% return. I was like, wait, so you tell me if I just keep like just like let if the stock is above the 9 SMA and just keep riding it, like depends on the day. Like if I buy like there's something online, especially on Fridays. Like I always look for a trend on Fridays because a lot of Fridays that's when you get like 1,000% return or like 2,000% return and stuff.
You
So I
see
always look for
Tesla. You see
stocks.
Tesla.
Like
Tesla
yesterday was a
Friday.
perfect example. Tesla was going crazy. Tesla
Above
came
that
down.
SMA. I wish, hold on, let me pull that up right now. Just so,
Yeah.
and hopefully, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up mid interview. Well, not interview, but you know. All right, let me pull this up. Tesla was a great example of the SMA because so much people left the stock and left so much
hmm
returns on the table, and they're at the end they're like, oh my gosh, Tesla went to 900, and
Yeah.
hold on, let me see. Already, you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, okay, great, great, great. I had did this for a video or the new video I dropped today for the price targets right here. So let me remove
Yeah.
these. Oh, I removed the indicator. Okay. Let me put this back on. Simple moving average. Right. Oh, snap. This is so wrong. Hold on. SMA. I'm gonna just do this because it's way easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. As you can see, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, we just when we see this, we just get amazed. Even though people can't see it, it's literally the purple line. This is the SMA on Trading View. It looks weird, but if we're using Thinkorswim, it would look way better. But as you can see, Tesla got above the SMA around the 870 area and
hmm
ended around 900. So that is insane. That is a
Yeah,
$30 move.
that's
So as you can see, it's above the SMA, and people usually sell on this big red right here, right? And as you can see,
yep,
it literally bounces. And as you can see on the
right on
five
the
minute,
SMA.
yes, the 5 minute is really insane right here. So as you can see, it stays above the SMA this whole run, bounces, but
Hmm.
bounces off. So as long as it's above the SMA, we good, baby. We're in profit, and we want the rest of the profits. I seen contracts went from $19 to $900. I ended my day real early because that was just my system, and my brother was over from Miami, so I wanted to spend time with him, so it was nothing to take some runners. I have like two runners on Tesla 950 960s, two runners, but the rest of the day I was spending time with my brother and also on Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty fan. That's just me. But
I think because I subscribed to your channel yesterday, I did see that you were live and playing Warzone. Because
yeah,
I was working, I could because I was working, I couldn't stay because I used to play Warzone and I was like, oh damn, Prince is playing Warzone. But the fact that I was working, I couldn't like really watch the stream. So I was like, let me just
nah,
back out
you're
real quick.
okay. You're okay. Um, that was like a test. Like that's something I love to do, and there was like maybe somebody will watch you if you just, what I'm saying. I was reading the book, and there was like if you like to do something, just show people will find interest in it. So I was just like, let me test it out. But then I got copyrighted, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stay to myself. I probably might do it in the future, but I'm loving the interviews more because it's bringing out more information to people that doesn't know about the information, right? So,
Exactly.
can you explain this chart? I'm gonna let you explain it.
So with this chart right here, like you looking at Tesla, right? On top of the 9 SMA, my entry, can you look like move down a little bit? So my entry would be exactly when I see that 2-2 reversal right there. See that red candle before the big green candle?
Yes, red
Is that
candles.
a right here? Is that an inside candle? Or is that I can't really see because it's really small.
That's an outside candle. This little candle right here is an outside candle. Um, this whole thing on the 15 minute would probably be an inside candle. Yep, would probably be an inside
Okay.
candle. So
So yeah, if I'm taking on the inside candle, the moment I see that, I mean, if I'm taking on the 15 minute, the moment I see that inside candle, I always get excited because inside candle shows you like it's like some type of consolidation, right? So which means like the stock is gonna break out like either way. So you just wait to see which side is gonna break, so you hop in. So in the 15 minutes, the moment I see that inside candle, I'm getting ready. Like if it's gonna break up, I would have my contracts ready either for call or for puts. Whichever side it breaks, I'm gonna enter. If it goes to the upside, I have my calls contract ready, and I use Swim. So with the active trader, I already have like both like contracts copied and just waiting. The
love
moment
it,
that it breaks to the upside, I would just hit the buy button and I'm in.
love it, love it,
And I'm
love it.
in and just watching the stock do its thing. And if it breaks below the 9 SMA, sell but I'll sell like no emotion. I'm not the thing about with the SMA, it doesn't let you have the FOMO. For me, I don't have FOMO. Like if it breaks below the 9 SMA, I'm out and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm
Love it.
saying? Even if it goes back above, there's always gonna be an entry. I can always re-enter. So I don't have that FOMO like, oh man, I could have made more. Like there's always gonna be you can always re-enter, like no matter what. So that's what like that's the system that I have. Like do not have FOMO. And we can see when people have FOMO, that's when they start the
They
emotions
start
start kicking in.
losing.
Like
They Yeah, they start holding from green to red. Yeah, FOMO is crazy out here. So let's let's get back to. I'm gonna close this. Love the explanation of the chart. Love the way you're trading. Let me get back to this right here. Let's get back to the New York Stock Exchange floor. Okay, so what if you read any books, what books do you recommend to read? If you're getting into stocks or if you're a stock trader and you're dealing with problems, what books do you read? It doesn't have to relate to stocks, but what books have you read that helped you in the long term?
so I've read the magic of thinking big. So I'm actually I was actually listening to this book again today. This book is it helps a lot with like being positive and having a positive mindset, like not letting yourself get to that hole where like if you messed up in the trade or if you took an L, like you let that define you who you are because that's not who you are. Like you trading, you know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be times where you're gonna take some losses, right? But you do not
Yep,
let the L
love it.
define who you are as a trader. So you always gotta keep the positive mindset, like, okay, I took that L today. I'm getting back on it tomorrow. I'm not gonna give up. Like if I notice like, there's times I'm not gonna lie, there's times like I have to step back a little bit and like, you know what, I took so many L's. Let me paper trade for a sec for a minute and see like to get trying to see if I can get my groove back. A lot of people don't like paper trading, and I understand. I don't know why, but in my opinion, it has helped me gain a
Practice
momentum
makes
sometimes.
perfection. Practice
Yes.
makes
So if I can
perfection.
practice exactly, if I can keep practicing because you know having that mindset that you always can get back in, like having that mindset, like yo, I'm not gonna give this up. I'm not gonna give up on this. I'm just gonna continue to keep going because a storm don't last forever. Like the sun got to shine someday, right? So
Love
why
it.
give up
Love
now?
the
You know,
mindset. Hey, I haven't started reading that book yet, but that's on my book list because my brother came over here and he told me a lot, man. I'm actually watching The Matrix right now to see how everybody in the world is programmed. TikTok, Twitter, etc., etc. Like, no, I don't think I think it was Napoleon Hill or I forgot who it was, but I was just hold on, let me see, because I have it on my phone, and he was just saying how if you want to get rich, study wealth. If you like
yes.
read, like they give us everything in books, and the Matrix shows us that we're programmed now to look at TikTok and get distracted instead of focusing on ourselves for 3 years and becoming a millionaire that fourth year, right? So, hold on, I'm actually is Jim Ron. Jim Ron is wealthy, so you want to learn from wealthy people. That's what he said. So every morning I love Steve Harvey. I love listening to motivational videos by him. So um Steve Harvey and a lot of rich people, you have to they rich people leave clues, right? So if I want to become wealthy, I'm going to read after them. I've read what book was it? The Richest Man of Babylon. So that's just
Okay.
telling you how you have to invest your 10% in order for your money to work for you. Basically getting investment properties, etc. like that. So it's crazy, and I'm looking to get an investment property. I'm basically thinking or basically manifesting I'm gonna get an investment property sometime this year or next year, right? So manifesting and etc. It's a whole lot. It's just not trading stocks. It has to do with the mind. And I love how you're reading Thinking Big. And if you need some book suggestions, I do have some in the Discord.
Mm, definitely.
Some great books. But love that book. Um let's try to make it. I took like 20, 30 minutes of your time today. I don't want to make it more longer, but um what's your advice to
Right.
newer traders?
My advice for newer traders is number one thing I'll say is paper trade. Because you don't want to lose money. Because if you lose, like when I first started, I did not paper trade. I'm not gonna lie. I got lucky. That's when that they the Bulls run. I got lucky. I happened to turn $800 into 3K in 1 week, and I was like, oh shit, like this is crazy. And
Wow.
reality started kicking in. Right, not gonna lie, reality started kicking in, and that's when like I started losing that money. And I was like, okay, so now I actually have to learn how to trade and like learn the stock market, like the stock chart, because I got when you get lucky, you start getting big headed. You think that you know
Think you
everything,
know
like you start
everything,
getting
etc.
cocky, and then reality start kicking in. You're like, oh crap, I don't really know much. Like, now I need to learn this. I would say just paper trade, learn the strategy, stick with that strategy no matter what, trying to master that strategy. Um, you have to master your mindset. Like you really gotta think like don't think don't put yourself in a position where you have to doubt yourself. Even if you get to that position, get out of it as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always good to have a positive mindset, be positive. It's not easy, but it's worth it. if you put in the work and you grinding, like you're always willing to learn because like trading is one thing that there's always going to be room for improvement no matter what. I don't care how long you've been trading, there's always going to be room for improvement. Like I've been trading for like 2 years now, and I'm still improving every day. Like there's
Every
always
day.
something that's coming. Yeah,
Exactly.
every day. You're looking at the chart, you're like, wait, what just happened? And keep in mind, like the market is shifting every chance the market get is shifting. So you have to keep learning how the market is and learn the stock charts and everything. So I would say just have a positive mindset, paper trade, like get one strategy and master that strategy. Don't even if it's not working. Like I wouldn't say like it because there's time your strategy is probably gonna go to like a loss streak, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on the strategy. Trying to like master the strategy and perfect the strategy, and then come back in the market and come get this money from them because that's what the market is. It's basically
Yeah.
like an ATM. If you have the
ATM.
perfect yeah, if you have the perfect system or if you have the right system, it can be an ATM for you.
Love it, love it. And I want to thank you, Eddie, for being on this the New York Stock Exchange floor. Um sorry guys. If you guys are new and if you guys do have a Twitter, make sure to go drop Gotti Gator a follow on Twitter. I hope you guys learned a lot from this interview, and I hope you guys are gonna have a kill the market from what you've learned. And Eddie, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Keep doing your thing. I see you. You're gonna be a future millionaire, man. I hope you manifest it. I believe in you, and I'm gonna pray for you, man. Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna just say one thing. Also, make sure you subscribe to Front's channel, like YouTube channel. He has tons of
yeah.
good
Make sure to
information.
drop a follow. I mean, not a follow, but subscribe, like.
Make sure y'all like the videos. And there's times like he has the strat scans on streaming live. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like always tons of information. The Discord has a lot of information on it. Like
a lot of
he's a really
information.
good guy. If you have questions, you can always ask him questions on Twitter. Follow him. You know what I'm saying? Like he really great guy. Always here to help. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you guys are getting all the free information that he's giving you on YouTube, Twitter, or even in Discord. Take advantage of that because that's always going to help you to become a better trader.
Yep, and I love it. I love it, man. Make sure to go follow him, Gotti Gator, on Twitter, and we're gonna cut it right here, man. Hey, it was great having you.
All right, thanks, appreciate it.